What's up, guys? Welcome to another Destiny gameplay video. Today is Tuesday, reset day, which marks the end of Iron Banner week and the beginning of a new week. So I know you guys have played the crap out of the Control playlist. So this week I'm going to be focusing on some Crucible tips for Skirmish. Last week I did Control, which was timely for Iron Banner, but you guys are probably pretty tired of Control after this week, so hopefully at the end of this video you'll feel more comfortable walking into a Skirmish playlist and trusting your ability to win most of your games. So my first tip, very simple: try to go in with somebody you know. Take at least one friend, since this playlist really does rely on teamwork and coordination. So I didn't do it with a full 3, I just did it with my buddy Battle Ready, and he and I just kicked some major butt. We were like 15-1. Now you'll see here, he went left, I went right. We cornered these guys back here, and it forces them to try and pick and choose who they want to go for. And we get an early lead. So this playlist really is all about flanking maneuvers. It's not about moving around as one unit. It's not about moving around as a group of 3. In fact, that's a really good way of getting yourselves wiped. So we make a mistake here, actually. We all go to this door, and you don't want all 3 of you guys in the same bottleneck. That's just a recipe for disaster. So I end up trying to salvage this. I get the revive while shooting. So sometimes you're going to have to do that. I'm holding square to revive, but I'm also holding the left trigger to ADS and the right trigger to fire. So sometimes you're going to have to just multitask. And then here, what you want to do when you win a firefight is you want to try and isolate these players on the spawn. You don't want them to regroup and regather themselves and come up with a plan. You want to isolate them. So we want another firefight, we move off to the left, we isolate another guy here to the left, and he doesn't stand a chance. It's 3-on-1. This is really how you win skirmish matches. You want to try and isolate players. Now again, here's Battle. He's going around to the right, and so is Blueberry, while all 3 of these guys are on the left. So ignore the poor sniping here. So I get 1 kill, and then while they're focused on me, they wrap around behind and get the kills. So here it is again. You see Battle moving around the side. You see his gamer tag back there, and he comes up from behind, gets the easy kill on this guy who's focused on me and reviving his teammates. So I like to think of Jurassic Park. I grew up with Jurassic Park, the very first one when I was a kid, and it makes me think of the Velociraptors, right? They have the one that kind of gets your attention, and then you remember that line, the clever girl, right? Then the one comes and flanks from the side and gnaws your face off. So that's essentially what you're doing in Skirmish. Now this is also really important. You want to control the heavy ammo. I know that's so obvious, right? Who doesn't want heavy ammo? But I can't stress enough how important it is to control the heavy. So here we get the first heavy, and then we push the second heavy, and here I'm sitting on 6 rockets in truth, which is a recipe for disaster. So I don't even have to aim here. This gun's kind of dirty, to be honest, but you know, we're about winning matches here. And if you think I'm about cheap kills, then why am I using a pulse rifle as my main? Now I am using the Syzygy pulse rifle, and it's fantastic. I really think this thing was made for Skirmish. I've got the extended mags on it, and you'll see I use the extended mags just because sometimes I try and do some pre-fire. I shoot before I'm engaged, and then sometimes I do suppressive fire where I'm pulling the trigger while picking up a teammate while reviving somebody, just to try and keep the other guys from coming around the corner and attacking me. So sometimes pre-fire and suppressive fire can really be helpful in skirmish matches. So we control the heavy, and in terms of movement, like I said, it's not about moving together. It's about separating and converging at the right time. So you'll see us, and here I'm using my vertical space to get above that guy out of his sight line, drop the super on his noggin, and go 18-1 in that match. And then you can see my buddies also, we were really low on the deaths there. We really did kick some major butt. So like I said, it's all about separating and converging at the right times. That's really how you win skirmish matches. So here we're going to grab the heavy again. This is a different match, different lobby, and we only played the same people in 15 matches. We only played the same team twice, one time. So these are all different lobbies, different people. So Battle goes down, and And here I wrap around, we pick them up. So it's all about separating and converging at the right times. You want to separate to find where they're at, converge to isolate people as you call them out. And here again, they're converging from the opposite side, so we have their flanks. There's always someone that has someone in their blind spot because of this tactic, right? And this is really is the best map to use this example because it's just so easy for you to even see the flanking maneuvers through the walls as you watch their gamer tags. So that's why I'm showing you this footage on Cauldron. And really, this is one of my favorite maps. I absolutely love this map. So reviving is also obviously important. It gives you an easy 50 points, and it gives both of you a brief overshield. And then here's the Syzygy pulse rifle in action. I love this gun, I really do. I'm kind of bummed that pulse rifles are getting a buff, if I had to be honest. I don't think they're overpowered to begin with. I think they're fantastic weapons. And again, doing that same maneuver here, using the vertical space and attacking from above. And isolating players here. Anytime you can get 2-on-1, that's great. This isn't about being a showboat. It's about teamwork and getting lots of assists and revives. That's really how Skirmish is designed. And I like that it's a playlist that rewards good cooperation. Unlike Control, you can be, and you've seen this in some of my videos, you can be way up on top with 50 kills and still lose the game. So this is a playlist that really does reward a good teamwork. So Battle and I are racing for the final kill here. I'm like, no, I'm gonna drop my super before you. And you're about to see, I think it's in the next clip. Yeah, you're about to see Battle go ham. One of the things you want to do is make sure that the items you have equipped are giving you the benefits that you need. So, and you might want to switch up your loadout and your armor depending on who you're playing. So we were playing in this next match a bunch of brawler titans with shotguns and fusion rifles. So I'm using the Claws of Ahamkara to give me an extra melee ability. Battle has got his shotgun out, and you see here, look at him. There's all three of these guys picking each other up, and he's just like 1 falls, 2 falls, 3 fall, 4 fall. He's just going to town here with that shotgun. And picks me up, he goes down, and then with my melee ability, I get a kill and revive him. Now he's back up, going ham with his shotgun. And ultimately, we win the brawl. It's like a giant bar fight. It was kind of hilarious, actually. In the moment, we were kind of cracking up. Drop the super to get the double kill, and then the triple kill here to wipe the team. Now, here's an example of sometimes you're just going to play against people who are just downright tools. And we ended up making these people quit the game. So we're like doing our normal, this is the very beginning of the match. We're doing our normal routes here. Battle goes to the right, I go cliffside. Then we converge over here at the heavy spawn. Still no red on the radar. And I'm like, I bet they're just sitting in the back on that rock you spawn on. Sure enough, we come back here and look up on this rock. And there they are, all three of them just chilling up on top of that rock. They think, oh, we just play the whole match from up here. We'll revive each other and get all the kills we want. And this played out for maybe 30 seconds. And until Battle just got cheesed off enough that, watch the lower left, watch the kill feed. Watch it. 1, 2, and 3. Battle just headshots all three of them off the top there. And then it was just no competition. Once they were out of their easy, cheesy spot, we just completely dominated these guys with our basically just doing that separate and converge tactic. Battle gets 2 Galleon Demise kills here. There's a third guy back here. I saw him on the radar, so I moved back, dropped the super on his noggin. And look, 1 leaves the game. So now we're down to 2 of them. These guys were all partied up. So one of them was like, screw it, guys, I'm out of here. Second guy leaves the game after Blueberry kills him. And then the last guy leaves the game. He's like, forget it, I'm out of here. So these really cheap guys get pretty well owned and go ahead and back out of the match, which is just kind of funny to me. One of my biggest pet peeves in PvP is just people who play really cheap. Now, I'm sorry, I had to just throw that in there. I think the Warlock looks so good in the Nineveh shader. All right, now here's me going up against a fusion rifle guy, okay? Here's how you combat fusion rifles. Very, very simple. Get a couple shots, then duck. Get a couple shots, then duck behind cover. And so you can hear them charging it up, and then you duck back when it discharges. And then right here, I'm just using that little narrow space because I know that the spread on that fusion rifle, nowhere near all those rounds are going to hit me, so I can take them out easily. Now here, you can actually use the enemy ghosts as bait, right? Wait for the respawn, pop. So you can just wait by their bodies and wait for their teammates to come for the revives and kill them there. So here's the very beginning of a match. This is how you get a really early lead. So they tried to do this flanking maneuver, and I find that what you really want to do is when you ADS, pop back out and then ADS and then pop back out, because you always, like this, you always want to see your radar. So I'm scoping in and then scoping out, in, out, and sure enough, since I pulled out of the scope, I was able to see on my radar that a guy had spawned behind us, get that kill, and then move back to watching the choke points, snipe these two guys. Now we're already up 800 to 0. And I'm sorry, right here I was watching my son this day, so he's 1 year old, so sometimes I had to put the controller down for a hot second. So again, they spawn behind us, and they're wrapping around the back way, but I throw a grenade just to see if they're around that corner. They're not. Two guys come from this side. This is why I like the extended mags on this pulse rifle, because I'm able to get the double kill here before having to reload. And totally dominating that match as well. So, like I said, Skirmish really is about separating and converging at the right times. It's about flanking people. It's about getting those revives at the right times. Sometimes it can actually save your life to revive somebody because it gives you and them a brief overshield. So that's why I try to kill this guy before he gets the revive. I don't want him to get an overshield and me to be wasting ammo. So hopefully some of these tips have been beneficial to you. Hopefully you find them helpful. Guys, feel free to check out my Twitter at @TheTrueVanguard. Feel free to check out my Twitch stream. Thank you guys for those of you who stop by the Twitch stream every now and then and watch me and my teammates play. Hope this has been helpful. Feel free to give me some feedback, guys. Thanks.